Hey guys, so it's a little bit different this week. Usually I have the video of like me talking before this, but I did it with my nieces, Tegan and Scarlett, and all the footage got. Well, here's the thing. I took a picture instead of making a video, and then I left, and you know what? This is what it's going to be this week. So, sorry about that. But we're actually making a time capsule, but through a slideshow because hashtag technology. Okay, so a time capsule is something that everyone usually brings something from that era and writes letters, and they put it in this like metal container, and then they bury it. But first, you're going to make a copy of this, and then you're going to type your name right here because I need to know, whose it is. And then you're going to begin. So here's just the table of contents, what you're going to be doing. So what is COVID-19, your family life, school life, and then message for teens in 2040. 40. Okay. So if somebody found this, you're like, oh, okay. How would I do this? Okay. So moving on, intro, what is COVID-19? So you're going to type a paragraph, which is 5 to 7 complete sentences explaining details of the virus and how it spread here. You don't need to cite sources, just write it in this box right here, but you need to highlight all the words in this box before typing, okay? Because I need to see it and it's just easier for me to grade, okay? And then in this area, you're going to insert 1 to 2 graphics that support the details of your paragraph. Highlight and delete all words in this box before inserting your graphic. So all of this, you're going to delete. And the way that you can insert a graphic is, this is on view only, but you'll just go to up here, it says insert, and then you can put an image in. So moving on to the next one, this is your family life. So give a brief list of what your family has done to get through these times, which could mean changes to your daily family life, new connections, new routines. Obviously, I can't go to Target every single day, and I've only been once throughout this entire thing, and that makes me really sad, but I'm trying to be really proactive. I know a lot of our family lives have been hurt sometimes by this and have definitely changed. And so that's where you're going to just make the list here. Highlight all the words in this box before typing the list. Okay, so remember highlighting it so it's easier for me to see because I am elderly. And then over here, you're going to insert pictures of family life in this area. And you do have to, once again, highlight all this and delete it. It doesn't need to be like actual pictures of your family. If you're not comfortable with that, or if you don't know how to do that, you can still just put in like clip art or just like Google pictures or Google images, whatever works for you. But it does have to pertain to your family life. Okay, moving on. Your school life. Give a brief explanation of virtual learning and how it has impacted your life socially, emotionally, intellectually, etc. Okay, so it definitely has impacted all of us. For instance, teachers, we weren't really used to this style, right? We weren't really trained in this. To a point we were, but not all the way. We just said, hey, teachers, we need you to do this. And we did that. Okay. We also did that with you guys, right? Hey, students, now you guys have to do this online. And that's very, very different than what you're used to, especially in class. And then you're going to add specific examples to make your experience more clear to students 20 years from now. So always write like these kids, like they don't know. Okay. They might not know what TikTok is. How would you describe TikTok? And then once again, highlight all the words in this box before typing the list. Insert pictures or graphics to show your life as a student, blah, 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 right here. Highlight and delete all the words in this box, please. And then our very last one, what is one piece of advice you would want to give teens in 2040 about overcoming unexpected obstacles such as this pandemic? Be specific, okay? I would like at least 2 sentences, 2 to 4. Okay, and I'll put that in there. And then highlight all the words in this box before typing your advice to teens so I can see it. And then you're going to insert a quote here, words full of wisdom that someone important said about this pandemic. It should inspire teens 20 years from now. Here, one second. Okay, to touch more on base with this, it doesn't necessarily have to be from someone important in 2020. It can be someone like Anne Frank, right? And you guys will learn more about this in 8th grade, but Anne Frank literally, she had to be in an attic for 2 years and make no sounds with 3 families there, okay, during the Holocaust. and unfortunately she didn't make it. So and she was 13, 14 years old during this time. Now, obviously her life changed drastically, and she had a ton of quotes in her journal, in her diary, from this time. So you could use something like that. Or there's a Disneyland quote: "There's a great big beautiful tomorrow shining at the end of every day." And I always love that quote. Animal Crossing, right? Bad times are just times that are bad. So you need to highlight all the words in this box before typing the quote, and remember to include quotation marks, please, because it is a quote and you need to put quotation marks. That's why they're called quotation marks. And someone famous, right? You need to cite who it was. And if you're like, well, it doesn't say anonymous, that is not a person. That's someone we don't know who it is. So this should be turned in via Google Classroom, and I hope to see it soon.